Okay guys, those were the only examples your textbook gave you, but I wanted to do one more. I wanted to do this trig function graph just to help remind you what it's like to graph the sine and cosine again to do this. And then I'll have you try your homework, hand it your homework, and I did post the answers also, so that should help you do some of these. So, okay, so let's start with the two functions I was given. Y equals sine x and y equals cosine x are my two functions. And I want the area between the two from pi over 4 to pi over 2. So let's just quickly sketch out the trig functions. So let's remind ourselves it's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 with 2 pi. And so this would be pi, and this is pi over 2. And so sine, they both go to 1. Sine starts at 0 and goes up at pi over 2 to 1. And then down to pi at 0. And then 3 pi over 2 goes to -1 and then back. So we'll draw that in. Okay, so that's just our sine function. Now, I'm going to use a different color and do the cosine function. Sorry, I don't mean to sound like I'm falling asleep. I'm not, I swear. Cosine function starts off at 1, and, come on, and then goes to 0, and then -1, and then 0, and then 1. So it goes like this. Okay. So they asked for the area between pi over 4 and pi over 2. Well, here's pi over 2. And we know we need this intersection point. So we'll set these equal to each other. Where is sine x equals cosine x? At pi over 4. So this intersection right here is pi over 4. So really we want this piece right here. And it's very nice because cosine is on top the whole time, and sine is on top and cosine is on the bottom. So I'll set my integral up. Ready? It's so use this from pi over 4 to pi over 2 of the top one, which is your sine function, minus the bottom one, which is your cosine function. There we go. And so if you integrate that, the integral of sine is negative cosine x, and then the integral of cosine is sine. So we have negative cosine x sine x from pi over 4 to pi over 2. So that's negative cosine pi over 2 minus sine of pi over 2 minus negative cosine pi over 4 minus sine of pi over 4. So this would be -0 minus 1 minus negative square root of 2 over 2 minus square root of 2 over 2. So going up here, I have -1 minus, and that's -2 square root of 2 over 2. So those will cross out. So you get -1 plus square root of 2. So that's your last example. Give that homework a try. Don't try to depend too much on how I did it, but I've done a lot. And so I think there's going to be a lot of learning going on as you do your homework tonight. There's quite a bit of homework. Hopefully you have time to get it started in class. And if not, just do your best. And tomorrow I'll be back, and I've got a couple of worksheets that you can look at online, or just follow the videos and write it. And you're going to want on notebook paper or print out those at home, worksheets. Probably you won't be able to print them out at school, so you probably have to use paper. So that's what I'm going to be doing tomorrow. Just more of 6-1, okay? So I'll talk to you later. Bye.